Have you ever noticed something interesting about progress? The hardest part is not the work. The hardest part is starting. But once you start, something changes. The resistance fades, the efforts feel lighter, and suddenly moving forward becomes easier. That invisible force is called momentum. And the truth is, high performers don't rely on motivation. They build momentum. Momentum is not about speed. It's not about doing everything perfectly. And it's definitely not about being constantly motivated. Momentum simply means consistent forward movement. One small action leads to another. Progress builds confidence. Confidence leads to bigger action. And before you realize it, the thing that once felt difficult becomes part of your routine. Momentum turns effort into rhythm. Most people wait for motivation. They say things like, I'll start when I feel ready, I'll start when I have more energy, I will start when the time is right. But motivation is emotional and emotions are unreliable. Some days you feel inspired, other days you don't. Momentum works differently. Doesn't depend on how you feel. It depends on what you do. Action creates energy, not the other way around. Momentum works through a simple cycle. First comes action. That action creates progress. Progress builds confidence, and confidence pushes you toward bigger action. Then the cycle repeats. Action leads to progress, progress leads to confidence, confidence leads to more action. This is how momentum compounds. But why most people lose momentum? Momentum usually breaks for a few common reasons. The first is perfectionism. People think they must do everything perfectly, so they delay starting. The second is all or nothing thinking. They believe if they can't do something big, it's not worth doing at all. And third is inconsistency. Missing one day is normal, but when missing becomes a habit, momentum fades. The key rule is simple: never miss twice. One missed day is human, two missed day becomes a pattern. The biggest mistake people make is trying to start too big. They want dramatic change overnight. But momentum begins with small wins: 5 minutes of reading, 10 minutes of exercise, one meaningful task completed. These small actions may seem insignificant, but they have a powerful effect. Small wins create progress. Progress creates motivation, and motivation keeps you moving. One of the simplest coaching tool is 5-minute rule. When you don't feel like starting something, commit it doing it for just 5 minutes. Just 5. Most of the time once you begin, the resistance disappears because starting is the hardest part. Movement create momentum. And over time, something even more powerful happens. Your identity begins to shift. You stop thinking, I'm trying to exercise, and you start thinking, I'm someone who exercises. You stop saying, I'm trying to be disciplined, and you start believing, I'm someone who shows up. Momentum doesn't just change your result, it changes how you see yourself. Success is rarely the result of one big moment. It's usually the result of small actions repeated consistently over time. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need perfect motivation. You just need to begin, start small, stay consistent, protect your momentum. Because once momentum is on your side, progress becomes inevitable. And what once felt impossible becomes your new normal.